Grover's Just So Stories. How the Monster Got His Fur and How the Hunker Got His Hunk by Nancy Hall. Illustrated by Rick Wetzel. How the Monster Got His Fur. Hello everybody, this is Lovable Furry Old Grover here to tell you how some of your favorite friends on Sesame Street got to be the very special ways they are today. First, I will tell you the story how the monsters got fur. This is one of my particular favorites. Monsters did not always have beautiful, colorful, furry fur in the very beginning. Before you and I were even born, none of the monsters had any fur at all. But they did not have nice, comfy homes to live in either. Now this was just fine in the spring and the summer and even in the early fall. By the time winter came, the monsters got very cold. Well, one winter, the monsters all got together and came up with a plan. They would cover themselves with fur, and they would not be cold anymore. So they went to Hooper's trading post. Choosing the kind of fur they were going to wear was a very big decision. There were short furs and long furs and red furs and purple furs and orange furs and blue furs and every other kind of fur. One by one, everybody tried on a lovely, cozy, warm suit of fur. I am ashamed to tell you this. By way back in the very beginning, monsters were not sweet and thoughtful like they are today. In fact, they sometimes like to scare people to do naughty things. So the monsters chose the shaggiest, scariest fur they could find. And then they tried to scare their friends. Boo! But guess what? The monsters did not look scary at all in their bright, shaggy fur. In fact, they looked cute and adorable. There was no way they could sneak up and scare anyone, but they looked so cute. Also, their bright fur was easy to see from far away, so the monster stopped trying to be scary and decided to be friendly instead. And that is how the monsters got their fur. How the hunker got his hunk. Once upon a time, hunkers did not make any noise at all. In fact, hunkers liked peace and quiet so much that they chose the quietest meadow in the quietest forest for their home. Their home. They wanted everything to be very quiet so they could read their books and do their homework, and the baby hunkers could take naps. The hunkers were very proud of all the quiet they made. Well, one day a little hunker caught a cold. His mommy put him in bed, and that is when it happened. The little hunker blew his little nose and honk, honk, honk. When the little hunker felt better, his mommy let him go out to play. But every time that little hunker touched his nose, out came that nasty honk. At first, the other hunkers were polite and pretended that they did not hear the little hunker honking. But the more he touched his nose, the louder his honky became. Everybody began to get angry about the noise. Okay, let me stop. Everybody began to get angry about the noise. Not nose, noise. Okay, yes, noise. Okay. Finally, the little hunker decided to go into the forest by himself until the nasty hunky stopped it. He walked deep into the woods and sat down on top of a hill where he could look down the village below. He sat there and watched the sun set behind the hills. Suddenly, he saw smoke rising down the town. Fire! He honked it. The little hunker ran back to the village, honking all the way. Honk, honk, he cried to the sleeping hunkers. He kept honking as loudly as he could. When the hunkers saw the fire, they too ran honking through the village. Honk, honk, honk. The fire hunkers raced to the scenes. And in no time at all, they had put out the fire. The hunkers could see for themselves that a hunk was a very good thing to have. So they all practiced honking, and soon all the hunkers had honks of their own. And that is how the hunkers got their honks. The end.